What is up, champs? Oh, it's been a past couple of days. Honestly, I'm gonna roll on to the truck, but we're gonna be checking out this clip, and this clip pretty much is gonna be showing what I believe to be a skit, but this guy works 70 hours in order for his girl to stay at home and do absolutely nothing. And this is a very interesting clip. Check it out. We'll return back and I'm gonna talk about the clip in itself and should you be single in 2024 and going on until things cool down. Go check it out. Just check this clip out.
Why we don't go 50-50 in our relationship.
So we don't go 50-50 in our relationship because I work 70 hours a week and I pay all her bills. She a stay-at-home girlfriend because we don't got no kids. We live separately, so I pay the bills at her house and my house, take care of her like the queen she is. And you do stuff, what you do? Just let them know what you do to pack my lunch and stuff like that.
Yeah, sometimes I'll pack him like a little Lunchable to go in his lunchbox, or...
You make the best Lunchables.
I know. You like the pizza ones or you like the sandwich ones?
I like the ones with the crackers in it and the cheese. And
yeah, the little sandwich.
Yeah,
little cracker
and
sandwich.
the little Capri Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He usually gotta buy him his own self something else because he act like, I don't know, sometimes he acts like he's still hungry after that, which I don't know why you still hungry after I just packed you a lunch.
My check go direct deposit to her account every week. I don't want her.
Okay, so I do believe that this video has to be a skit. I do not wholeheartedly believe that they're being serious. I mean, they're talking about Lunchables. He's talking about directly depositing, but even if it is not, that's shameful. But also, if it is a skit, it's not something that isn't happening today. A lot of dudes are going to work in order to pay for their girl's hair, their nails, a massage, their birthday, Valentine's Day, dates, and everything like that. And I'm not saying that that's wrong. It's just something that's been traditionally going on. But right now, in the economic times that we live in, if you're a guy and you're single and you're like, man, I've been single for the past year, I've been single for the past 6 months, I want to go out here, man, I want to I want to grab something, I'll be like, chill, okay, you're gonna get arrested. But the reality of it is, it's time to stay in that either monk mode, that single life, whatever you're doing. I'm seeing that, the two different sides of the coin. When I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, I was paying significant amount of money, upward to like $300-400 a week. $300-400 a week on various little knickknacks. And so when, we had a whole entire explosion at the end, I regathered my life and I made it a lot better, and I'm seeing my finances go up. And I realized that, you add a person into your life, if you're a guy and you have some kind of substance about you, or even if you're a woman and you are trying to, if a good looking dude's coming around but he shows just potential, it's not a time to settle with that person. You're going to be taking on that person's feelings. You're going to be taking upon that person's, debt, their mental state, their whole entire stuff. And so pretty much it's just not going to be a good time for you. But what I would say is stay single until this whole entire period of depression or recession that we're in is over. And it might not be over. But at this point, we're in a time of usury. And trust me, I know as a man, men can use women too. You can see dudes that are like, love bomb and can I move in? And the girl's like, oh, I love him being around and stuff like that. How do I know that? It's because I was never homeless, but I had women invite me to move in with them while I was in transition. And I didn't, but it is shameful to have that opportunity. You should already be established. And I have to be honest with myself. You got a lot of dudes out here coming on camera and they're not honest with you. They're not telling the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So right now, I believe that, oh snap, it's looking like tornado weather out here. But I highly advise, if you're somebody that's like, man, I don't know what I should do, I'm trying to figure out, you know, I want to go back out on the dating scene, I've been waiting for so long, you're gonna have to wait a lot more, due to the fact that, again, this is a usury period. This is a period of time where individuals, if you got a little bit of money, a little excess of money to throw out there, people are gonna catch it. They're gonna catch it. And so I'm gonna tell you this: if you spent a whole entire year and your finances have not went up, your mental state hasn't went up, your things that you want to improve in your own life hasn't went up, that's because of you. No other person can come into your life and improve it. And that was my biggest problem. I always attached myself to a relationship because I did not want to face the man in the mirror. Shout out Michael Jackson. Rest in peace. I did not want to look the man in the mirror, and I'm being dead honest. I'm not even joking. I'm like looking in the mirror. I'm like, let me brush my teeth, 2-minute brush teeth and get done and blah, blah, blah. I didn't have a skincare routine. I didn't go to the gym. I didn't eat the right foods. I didn't go to sleep at the right time. So with all of these things, they compounded to an unhealthy lifestyle. It wasn't until I decided to, okay, let me focus on myself. Let me find out what I really want out of life instead of what other people are expecting out of me. Like men, let's just say you're a woman watching this. Men, you're probably thinking, I got to have a big booty. I got to have big titties. I got to have all these different kind of things. So in order to get a man, I have to have this fake weave. I got to do all these things. I'm going to tell you, for me, I like a girl that's completely natural. And I'm talking about completely natural. So the best looking women that I've seen, and it doesn't just specifically have to be gym type, but they're in the gym because they're natural. You know, they're not at their best state. They're not wearing makeup. And I'm a dude that's not, back then I used to be naive. I didn't know what weave was. I didn't know what makeup could do. I didn't know that, oh, women can have stretch marks. They can have this, I have that. I've been married. I have a daughter and stuff. So I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Not out of just one individual, but out of multiple women. So some guys have unrealistic standards. They've been watching porn too much. So this is a time for you to stay single, stay locked in, and figure out, okay, when I'm ready to, go out and actually date. That's the problem. We got a bunch of people that want to run their body count up, but they don't want to run their bank account up. That is the biggest problem that we have right now. And if you were to actually hone in, and for me, it's like, oh man, okay, let me go to the barber, get a nice lineup. I got a goal. And see, a lot of people don't see that goal. They're gonna be like, oh, why don't you get that shaved up or something like that? Well, I got a goal. I got to get there first because I've seen results. I just got to stay continuous to it. People are asking, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Listen, a lot of people, they don't know what you're doing. If you're going outside the box, they'll never understand. They are literally confined to the invisible wall of the box. But once you step out, people are going to be like, hey, where are you going? So when it comes down to, should you be single? And if you are single right now, yeah. Yes, I 100% wholeheartedly believe it. A lot of y'all need to learn discipline. And I can say that. Before, it took me a year to gain discipline. To be like, oh, okay, I gotta go to the gym. This past Sunday, I could have decided to do my 6-week. I used to work out hard for 6 weeks and then take a week off. I got back in the gym. I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring down the weight, right? And go slow. So I brought down the weight and I'm going slow. And what does that do? It puts time under tension. So I'm still building muscle, still building what I got to do, but I got to go slow. And sometimes a lot of us, we want to go hard all the way for a full 6 months and then we get burned out, or a full month and you get burned out. I did not start my goals on January 1st, New Year's. I didn't start that. I told myself I cannot date until I get to this point in my life. And then by that point in my life, I was just like, you know what? I don't really want to date. Let me keep going and keep going. I got these goals and goals and goals and goals, because ultimately there's not going to be many men, but there's going to be men out here that are willing to go ahead and develop and start new things. And work on them and work on them, and then they get the experience. How are you going to start dating when you don't have the experience? You didn't share it with yourself. You're going out, you don't know what restaurants to go to because you haven't tried any. The only time that you want to try a new restaurant is when you want to impress somebody else. I'm over here trying to impress myself, be like, you know what, I appreciate that, champ, that's nice. Stay single if you're in a building mode. But if you built, you've done everything that you got to do, you finished the race, you've got money, you've got a career, you've got a house or a place to stay, and it's not bad, then go out there. You've done the work. But for me, I know myself, I've done way too much yapping and not doing enough work, showing my work. So thank you guys so much for watching. And when it comes down to that video, stop working for somebody else. Stop working 70 hours to go give your check to somebody else. They'll blow it off. It's not their money. It's funny because when you get money on your birthday, or you get money on like this past Father's Day, I got a few 20s. And I was just like, oh, I appreciate it. But you know what I did with that money? I went and spent it on my daughter's clothes. I said, you know what? Daughter's clothes. So what like when you get into a relationship, that few 20s that you got crumpled up in your pocket might go into that relationship. You're investing into that relationship. Once you somebody enters your life, you are automatically adopting that relationship, that responsibilities, if you're a real man. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.